For hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Bravo!
45, 45. Mike, 45. All day, every day, any day.
Snap.
Back to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Now it's Penny. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike, check, 59, 59.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
On the run, it's Penny. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That's trash. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 58.
Hey, Echo.
Yeah, I got you. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
On the ball. Get it.
They'll toss it to Penny. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Hey, high 7.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 19. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and now it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Come on, QB, come on.
Ready?
Back to throw here. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. 45's the mark. I got it.
Topper! Five.
On third down, Penny. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Defense all day. All day.
Big grip. Big grip.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for it all. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 22-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10.
The score, Falcons 13, Seahawks 10. Jason Myers, the kickoff for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
I got it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll set up to throw. Able to find Shaheen here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wood. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Spotty 56. I'm trying to collect.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Hey, it's all right.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
What's the screen?
Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
Check 55 to Mike. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Get it.
They'll set up a throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
On the ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
16 yards. First down, Seattle.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
You draw Corker.
This is Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I got you.
Hey, Alpha! Hey!
Hey, they scared. They scared. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to...
Spike!
They'll drop the throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
It's our time. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Let's put him on the button.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
3rd down.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Looking to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench, but this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Again, it's Smith. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd and 2.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. 56. Hey, Haywood. 6-6, bullet high.
Check 50, check 50.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Down. 60 Ord.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
General West.
Check safety. Check safety.
Check 13. Check 13.
Hey, zoom. Get it.
He'll drop to throw. Complete. Smith has it. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Let's get it.
Come on.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Here's the party now. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Ready, ready.
Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
5.
2nd and 2. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Go, go. X3. 218, chopper.
56. Run it.
Please grip, please grip.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll run with Penny. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
3rd down.
Ready, ready. 30 base.
We ain't giving up nothing to
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Ready?
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
45, 45, 45. Mike 45.
2.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. Still fighting for more. And all the way down to to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Penny, a first down carry. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one puts them on top here in the third.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Falcons 16. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Go. Go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Oh, yeah, I'm
Get
coming.
it.
2nd and 5. Bryant has it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike, 53. Here we go, here we go. Check 26, check 26.
61, matchbox lights. Ready, ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Ready,
The
break.
Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Five.
They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
You must be dreaming.
Check, check, check.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Come on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Kill, kill.
49, check 49, check 49.
Move. Snap.
Back to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 16.
Go. Shoot.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the 1st half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety.
Blue draw Corker.
Safety's creeping.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Carson tried to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash, crash.
Recon, 132 fighter.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Hit it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Watch twitch.
Hey, Delta.
Back to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Draw play. This is Carson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think...
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll set up to throw. Complete to Bryant. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Able to find Shaheen here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Hey, Charlie!
55 mark, guys.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Next 3. 218, stop.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
After the penalty, it's Penny. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd down at the 37-yard line.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll run it again with Penny. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Check. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Alert. 3 down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
He don't know no better.
Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a 20-yard punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock, so tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
He's back to throw. Out left to Shaheen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Hey, lock it.
Joker.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Adam Shaheen. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, exit.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.